I should be back now, and hopefully the game will run a little smoother. Yo, Harry, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Get music now. Finally caught a stream. Waking up late sucks. Ha. Well, it ain't easy to wake up sometimes. I know that. Um, Hopefully I'll be able to stream a bit more frequently nowadays, though, since things are a bit more calm in school for me now, and I've also mostly finished up my World Conquest series on YouTube. So we'll see if I can stream at least like once a week or so. That'd be cool. Anyways, yeah, wonder if the game lags less now. We'll have to see. Anyway, so let's set this up. I think I need to save some money, so I'll bring this down a bit. I'll run some of that. You not stand there. How many horses do we need? We have two here. Three horses in total. Um, Maybe we'll get five infantry and one horse. I said one horse. Thank you. Take Lahore as a rally point. Um, Sister Punjab, I hope is not just eat all of India. I'm not entirely sure. Uh, my first priority will be to actually attack Korea, China, in order to boost my troops and get some civilization progress. After that, I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. Is it always better to use national focus to encourage soldiers in casual runs? Kind of depends. In general, long term, it's better to do like bureaucrats and clergy in the early game at least. Sure, I'll get that. But sometimes, if you're a smaller country and you need to fight wars early, then it can be worth doing soldiers. As an uncivilized, it might actually be worth it if you want to go for like Korea strats and stuff. Ideally, both. Yeah, if you can do both, then sure. Oh, you get so few Diplo points as an unciv. That's the saddest part. Used to encourage crossman boost the industry. It can be worth it sometimes, I think, if you really need military goods of a certain type. Um, or like in the early industrialization when you need to build up. Later on, it's probably less useful, I would say. See if we can get these into Sind without suffering horrible attrition. Can move rally point down here actually. I feel like industry is not really relevant early. Well, in a more long-term game, it can be worth it to. Oh shit, I'm taking attrition now. It can be worth it to set up your industry for later, but it's not going to be of immediate use, of course. That's true. I can send one more over there. Guess maybe 16. That's just 5. That should fit, I think. Then the rest will have to come along later. So I've built all of them now. I'll probably use the next diplo point to start justifying on Korea though. Game is definitely running more smoothly now. Maybe it would even be feasible to do RTA if I just restart my computer first, but I don't know. Now we hope for small amounts of infamy. If needs be, I can release Ladakh and Kashmir as vassals to reduce infamy, but it would be nice to not have to do that. Oh shit, now they move up here. Okay. Damn it, send. Well, bet you will just move up and down here. 16. That still gives me room to take 1 or 2 things from China if I need to. So that could be good. Guess I'm just gonna run speed 4 to make this eligible for the RTA category if I feel like it. Okay, so next month I'll be able to cancel my military access and get exiled. You should unite. Perfect, yeah. So as soon as they get in here, cancel, exiled. Get you here. Speed 10, is that the best I have? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, let's not go into my allies. I don't know if that matters, but sweet. By the way, could I have changed to... Yeah, I could. Is that worth it at this point, though? It's not gonna make a difference. By the looks of it, I should probably get them moving before I even start justifying on Korea, because this is done really soon. Oh well, so long as I get there before it runs out, which is in a year, then I should be fine. We'll give this time to drop down a bit as well, which is good. Status quo. What are what are you up to? Probably related to Belgium, I imagine. Well, 21. Okay, it's good. I could build more, but this can also be used for reinforcing these. So that's what we'll do, I think. When will you arrive, by the way? December 5th. So I guess we can start racing this now. So that we're just about ready. Attack 3, I suppose that is the best I have. It is quite nice. They're usually here or here at the start. That will aim for. I don't care about relations to the USA. Huh. You know, that could maybe have been useful at a later point, but not right now. What are we doing on reforms? We're not gonna be getting any reforms until after we conquer Korea, that's for sure. Okay, yeah. So we're here. Yeah, we'll declare the war pretty much December 16 then. Let's lower the speed a bit so we don't miss that. Okay. Then we declare this. Wonder if my allies will join. They would not. Surprising. See if they are here. They were. Neat. No commander either. That's wonderful. Was that there? They do have another somewhere. Okay, probably split you in half and try to not take ludicrous amounts of attrition. Does this matter? Consciousness. That's an early coronation of Queen Victoria. That would be nice in the previous run I tried to do. This is flat land, so fortunately there's too much attrition here. So we'll split you. You go through like that. And you can stay here and wait for Korea will probably go up and try to take this back. You can leave these there. Then I can attack them, although my good general ended up here. Okay. Never mind then. You'll need to go fight here. 25th February. 28. So 1, 2, 3, 28 and 28. Then you can head back after. Good, that's an efficient takedown. You only have a horse. You're doing quite well. Like, you don't need to reinforce a ton at the moment, so. But we can reinforce a little bit. Actually, you can go here also. And then you can chill. See if we reinforce a lot here. Decent. Yeah. Keep it like this. Can probably send up the free stack actually from these to get, since these have lower supply limits, I don't want my big stacks to go there. And now we wait. At this rate I might be able to add 2 war goals in China later if I need to. Oh right, this is a thing that happens. In theory I could probably defend us by building more units. But don't know if it's even worth the trouble. It would give me a CB on Afghanistan if I lose this, so it's just a bit of a prestige, but I barely have any prestige, so I'll let them take that. Doesn't lose me too many pops either. How much revanchism do I get from that actually? Only 3%, but it still helps. We're done. Can head down to Seoul. Okay, now there are some Afghan defectees, so we'll need to replace them. Get you. Oh, okay. Well, you took care of them. Good. Encouraging soldiers seems to be a good call here, since I'm reinforcing quite well. And you'll head down there. You take attrition on the way? I don't think you should. Lol. Can replace some, since we got a super fresh 3000 stack there. In fact, we can replace these also, as these are more reinforced. There's two Afghan regiments just chilling. Okay, so yeah, actually go here. I guess when they're done, we might just slap all of these together into one to finish up the rest. It's gonna be more efficient. I'm curious. It would be interesting to see if I would be able to defeat the UK after, even when I'm uncivilized. Might be possible if I make good use of the terrain. Potentially. Right, so you're done. That's good. And we'll probably combine you into one. 20 plus stacks to get the job done. You can stand there. I don't even think I need to kill them to win this. Then of course I'll need to beat China without being civilized, which can be a bit annoying. Might need to force them into defensive battles up here if I can. Do they have good defense generals at all? Not really. Well, defense 2 actually, this guy has. So it's decent. Yeah, we're almost done here, so move on up. And guess gonna have to wait for a little bit of taking war score. Encouraging lots of soldiers here. Ah shit. The Afghan troops makes me take attrition if I stand here. That's great. 99. We would accept now. Is this because I actually have 100? Yeah. Alright, let's go. That's nice. Korea looks good in pink, I think. Um, then we'll build mainly infantry. That's pretty much the best. We can do a few cavalry units also. Then we'll see how quickly China decides to attack me. Right, I can do some reforms now due to all of that. Probably do this first to get more. But yeah. Might also be worth it to switch to clergy, encouraging clergy now, but I'm not sure. I'll probably need a lot of military units later, so. Oh yeah, they are gathering up, but they don't dare to attack yet, which is fine by me. Gonna need some time to build these. Hmm. Where did I build? I said to build something, but I don't see them. Oh yeah, of course I'm building over here also. Just realized some of them are from here. Oh well. There's actually a few more I can build there. That's fine though, I might as well. Had some lunch, now I'm back. Nice. I also had some lunch. I had some Korean food. It was quite good. 25th. What's even the combat width here? Let's see. Combat width reduced by 20%, and the total is 29. So what's that? And it's roughly -6. So I can more or less fit the entire team. Do that, I'll probably stop. I hope I'm making enough canned food. I'm still only building in my homeland and not in Korea. Korean food will no longer be bland. We welcome our Punjabi overlords. Yeah, that'd been interesting, like a mixture of Korean and Indian food. Wonder what that would be like. Keeping up bay until I've built up more. Then we might invite them in. Actually, if they go once more, I'll probably let them. Can you go here without? Should be able to. So we're closer. Hmm. Hope they go for this again. Otherwise, we might need to loosen this to encourage them. We'll drop a few, see if that's enough to. Now they're going. If I stop, do they stop? They don't. Good. 27, so we'll aim to move in more on the 26th, I suppose. Just probably everything got. Okay, they stopped. Okay, we're kind of equal on the front lines now. I just need primarily cavalry. We can probably stand back actually, so we get more cavalry in there. 3rd of February. They don't have attack generals, so that's good. I didn't even need reinforcement really. Winning anyway. Sweet. Get back there, taking attrition. Right, they're going here now. That's with a much larger stack as well. Now they stop. Now they're going to Chonchon again. Frankly, I think we just need to send these in to more or less fill up the front, so good, yeah. Oh shit, now I moved them in, move back. Though they're coming in with even more, so maybe we should get a few more ones. The battle commences. Still going. Alright. Gonna be a big battle. They don't rearrange themselves with the cavalry on the flanks, it seems. So I suppose I shouldn't have the cavalry there at the beginning. We should send them in later. We'll drop this down to maybe like this. So how were we doing war score wise after these battles? We don't have a lot, but probably won't add war goals on China until later. It's gonna be a bit slow since I don't really want to be too risky here. Maybe I should just encourage them to come here and I'll do like offensive battles instead. Guess that might be worth. I have an attack-free general, so it's really not a huge difference if I have like if I'm on the offense or the defense, honestly. This guy has 1 defense. Move you in. Ranjit can go over here. Seeing as they have no cavalry, I think we can do with, well, don't want to take attrition, so we could possibly have a little more infantry, but I can't stand here. Yeah, I should have like 1 more at least on either side, so it still works pretty well, but when they don't have. Where are you up to, UK? Right, you're fighting them. No. Don't want to give that to you. Yes, you correctly did. Two generals called Jean Baptiste. Did I? Jean Francois, Jean Baptiste. Yeah, one Jean Baptiste and one John Francois. So, still sounds suspiciously French. Uh, Either way, that's for sure. How about if you go over here? Then maybe they will go in there. Does it look like a John to me? Well, you never know. Maybe there are, like Punjab has invited foreign French generals. Well, there's even more of them now, so... and they have cavalry. Maybe if I send in like these, 24, 23, shit, 25. There, that should do it, I think. Actually, there were even more of them. Oh well. Honestly, might be overkill for me to even worry about the exact combat width, but better safe than sorry. It's gonna be worse if I fight like the UK later. Only 6k. You can do better than that, China. Surely. Whatever. Oh, you're going there now? Well, that works too. Well, white piece. I don't want white piece. I'm gonna want to take stuff from China also. Okay. How about now? Are they too scared to even? Oh, they'll come eventually. We'll start getting the negative tickers on these soon. That would be nice. Oh shit, that's too many. Get you out of there. Maybe if I move here, they'll think that this is a good place to go. It's kinda moving back and forth. Alright, so UK just took stuff from Burma. Good for them. What are you looking to take from China? Probably just like a state or two from like Guangxi. Oh, you're attacking now, are you? You sure about that? Wouldn't you rather just go to this province instead? Gosh. I could go out here, but then I'll take even more attrition. I don't want to do that. That's... One option is to take actually Xinjiang just because they have the most provinces for the least infamy. If I want to get more research points. But I don't know. I'll get plenty of research points if I manage to beat the UK. I'll have a huge army by the end of this and a lot of fun managing supply limit. Yep. That's probably how it will be. If we move them back, then they will go in here. Which isn't great to take offensive battles here. Okay, they're moving in either way. Well, I'll take a defensive battle then, sure. We'll go on now. They stopped very well. Jean-Francois, so let's just get... I'll just let him go in with the horses. 15th of April. Right. Or 9th April. It'd be cool to lure them in here. So we will send you and then send your horses in. Okay, we already won. Never mind. Well. Oh well. 24%. I think we have... Yeah, we're starting to get negative tickers on these now. That's cool. So probably... I'll start ads on China sub-state region. I'd like to have... I need to remember which ones there are. The good ones. Fujian and like Jiangxi could be, or this one, Jiaosu. Possibly Xinjiang, yes, for the research points. But we start Fujian. That one's always good to have. Please just go here, would make easier for me. Alright, looks like they will. Cool. Only these guys though. Unfortunate. Getting a decent amount of war score, but it would be nice to have more. Okay, let's get you to attack there, I suppose. We'll send you back in. On the 11th. I'll begin sending these horses in case they are of any help. I guess they will be. It was a bit tougher battle. Okay, it worked out though. These took quite the beating, so I guess you'll move back. You can go here so you're a bit closer. You also took quite a beating, to be fair. Let's go like this then. Wonder if I should encourage soldiers in Korea a bit as well. This is more effective though, I get way more. We'll go for a bit here in Busan. Yeah, we're still getting these negative tickers and quite a bit of battle war score coming in again. Only 15k, so I think these horses will be enough. Okay, they're being indecisive. And now they're coming in with way more. Okay, that was too much for you apparently. How about that? 16, 18. Send these on the 15th. Good. This works. What's a decent but you're going to Ham Hung? Wow. That's cheeky. Can I get there first? Yes, I can. I'll just get these horses also. Alright. Good. Yeah, let's do it like that. Can take a step back. Afghanistan. Afghanistan is expanding like crazy right now. They are willing to take that, but I think I will add at least one more. If I ask for Xinjiang, that's 56. Whoa, that's a lot. This one's 39, which is also quite a lot, so we might settle for Jiaozu. Then, so adding that lost me all of my ticking. I see. Oh well, it'll come back. You want to attack here now? I would rather go on the offensive though. Let's see, 20 and 18, so wait 2 days. I think this should be decent. Could have had a bit more, but it's okay. Immediately going back on the offensive here. 12th of March. If we go here, that's 8th. Good. Move in on 11th. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if I have less troops than they do at the beginning of the battle, seeing as they don't have much cavalry, so they can't really make much use of their numerical superiority. Let's go fight these boys up here. But I do have cavalry, so I can make use of my numbers. Okay, wait for you to come in. They do no damage. I mean the Chinese, 'cause they're not doing much, especially when they don't have commanders, and I have an attack free. That's good. I shall go down there in case they attack here. Oh, never mind. They went there, so I'll greet them. Meet and greet. Then you can go down. Okay, how we're doing? They would accept this now. I could probably get even more if I wanted to, but I don't know. I don't really have the infamy for it. They do give us a lot of prestige. I'm rank 69 now. Nice. Yeah, I'll settle for this. Wonder how much research bonus. We have 3.5 now. I forgot to exile myself. God damn it. Hmm. Oh well. free, so only about 5k from that. But you know, that's something. Think about what we want. Is this one cheaper? 8.6. Yeah, it is actually. Still gives 15 civilization progress, so that's pretty good. If we get this one at 15, then I'm at 50. So then I could do like a 25 and a 15 and a 10 or something. Yeah, this is definitely worth it if it's this cheap. Let's get that. Well, I suppose I'll have to build boats now then. Hopefully I can. I'm gonna remove auto create so that I don't get a bunch of admirals. Let's see if we can build transports at all. And we're also gonna build units here. Then I'd like to do, I probably want to do liberate conquests on India. Es difícil ser India. Sí, más difícil. Eh, sí. uh, can't repair those bad boys without ports, sadly. Well, we have some ports, but I suppose the easiest to do would be to release India from Portugal. Oh, they are actually at war with Spain at the moment, but only. Uh, they're not friendly with anybody, that's good. So that's probably what we'll do. I have too much infamy though, so I'll need to probably release like Ladakh. We can start with this and see how much infamy we actually get from this. Get out of my country, Guangxi. What you needed to build naval bases. I think that's only for higher tier ships. Um, could be wrong, actually, but I think that's how that is. Uh, let's encourage soldiers in our new China. You definitely need naval bases to build capital ships at all, and probably to repair them as well. Might not be getting clippers. Let's try to manually trade for them. Maybe should have manually traded for them earlier, but alliance with Persia, is that something I want? I suppose I can accept that. I really should have remembered to get myself exiled, because this could be awkward if I can't get clippers. The only option then is to declare war in China again just to get exiled. No, we are 68, that's true. That is actually kind of awful. Dainam is allied to China, so I could. Problem is the infamy. I can only burn so much infamy, really. Barely got anything from Portugal, that was very lucky. We have these. Did you break our alliance, you little shit? Uh, but yeah, I could get exiled. I could use these. That might be enough, so long as Portugal doesn't send more units. It is a tragedy that we're no longer 69. I really messed up there. Okay. We can use these units to get to where we need to be. Fortunately. 2022. You wait so we get there at the same time. Let's build. Actually, I don't need to build these yet if I can't even transport them. So let's go for my Punjab instead. Cancel. And let's get my get the super dude Ranjit Singh. Ranjit, maybe? I don't know how to pronounce that really. Let's go. Would be great if this war dragged on for like forever. Fortunately, it probably won't. Maybe one of these days I can build clippers. Oh, look at that. I'm building one. That is amazing. I'm buying clippers. Lovely. Then, yeah, we could maybe transport some people somewhere someday. What's the odds that they have units here? I can actually check before I start war. So I know what I'm up against here. They have nothing here. Perfect. Then we'll start fighting now. Free India. So we're gonna start by freeing India. But we'll be annexing India again so that we can form India. Okay, this will be interesting. So I don't think I'll be able to... This is actually very close, but not quite. Yeah, I won't be able to occupy much else than this, so I'll have to rely on the ticker. Portugal is not doing great at the moment, at least, so that's something. Oh yeah, Netherlands is in this too. Do you suppose the Netherlands is the war leader? Yes, they are. Okay, that's even worse, because then it's gonna take them forever to even consider peace, but... Well. We'll see. It's also perfectly possible that they'll send units to wreck my shit, as they say. I should probably build in here now. So that we're ready. I mean, you never know where the Dutch will end up. They have a lot of troops here, I happen to know. So that could be a bit dangerous. As well as ships. Aren't they involved in the Spain war though? They are. So they might be distracted by that. So we'll let these fleets gather up. Also, I can probably stop manually trading all these clippers. Don't think we'll even see any Portuguese. That's entirely possible. That's unfortunate. I'm just a little bit too big to be here. Frankly, I will disband these because it's not worth standing here taking attrition. I can rebuild them over there later. Maybe I can be so bold as to try to invade Dutch colonies. It doesn't make a huge difference, but if they're distracted by Spain, then it might be able to pull it off without dying too much. Te conocí por un youtuber español que quería conquistar el mundo. Y, I know you. Y, yo con, he conquistado el mundo en mi YouTube. Sí. Y como no pudo, recomiendo tu canal. Y no pudo, recomiendo tu canal. No, no puedes recomendar mi canal. No te gusta mi canal. Okay. Yeah, Spanish speaker. That seems to be it too. I'm trying to Spanish. Mi español no es muy bien, pero estudio español un poco. eh, entonces, el futuro eh, quizás hablo español eh, mejor. Me fui a Spanish YouTuber around the conquer world. Ah, sí, en- entiendo. Ah, muy bien. Ah, ¿Quién YouTuber? Yeah, I understand you when you speak English at least. I'm trying to understand Spanish. I seem to roughly get the gist of it, but not quite. Could get myself like one admiral if I... Oh well. Carry some more weight here actually, so let's try to do that. And then see if we can invade some Dutch colonies. Occupy Macau to repair ships. I guess so. They do have a naval base there. Could be worth a shot. Might as well do that first. I'll get tiny bits of tickers from this. Or actually, how much tickers do I get? 0.02% per day, so that's gonna take a little while. Ah, Sackman. Let's see. Yeah, he did like an analysis of my Gran Colombia speedrun as well. That was pretty cool. So it's nice that he's giving me more shoutouts. Oh, okay, there were Russian ships for a moment. I was afraid they were Dutch. That would have been awkward. I see, so he tried to conquer the world too. Well, maybe he can do it at some point. Let's see, I can probably repair here, but I have too many units standing around, so we'll send them off first. Where are the Dutch least likely to have units standing around? I think we'll start with Moluccas. Didn't know Sakmer had tried to conquer the world. I'm planning on making like a video, scripted video to explain exactly all the tricks and such to conquer the world, so maybe that can allow others to do it. Okay, we'll drop you off and then we'll have to go back with the ships to Macau, hopefully before they fall. Split you off in half. Hopefully there are... How many troops does the Dutch have in total? Only 18 brigades. So maybe they are in Europe. That'd be kind of nice. UK's colonizing there. How big is the Spanish speaking community? I think it's pretty big actually. There seems to be a lot of people there. Uh, so you'll have time to reinforce potentially. A little bit would be good. Yes, alright. Portugal is full occupied, yeah, I did see that. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to help me much since Netherlands is the war leader, so they're not occupied. How much RAM is my PC? I think it might be 8 gigabytes of RAM, or possibly 16. Not entirely certain. Oh shit. Split you a bit. Are you repairing at all? Yeah, I don't know. They don't have enough maintenance goods, so they're not repairing for that reason. Let's try to do this again. I'd like to drop off troops around here, but then I'd have to sail them like all the way to Sind or something. Must be an older piece, you can't remember. It's not that old, it's just like a year, but I don't remember. I haven't checked the specs in a while. It's good. Helps you play at least Grand Theft Auto. I did actually have Grand Theft Auto 5 installed briefly, but it took up so much disk space that I uninstalled it again. But it did run well enough. If only they would... If I didn't have so much infamy, then I think Guangxi would actually be willing. Yeah, they're just gonna... I think I'll actually send him over here. They don't seem to be repairing anyway, so then I might have a chance to ship them around somewhere else. GT5 is not worth the space it takes now. So it's like 1/5 of my total disk space. I don't have a huge uh, hard drive, so yeah. Well, this is gonna take a long time, but it should give up at eventually. Perhaps I could distribute these better. There might be a lot of Korean troops here, so maybe I should encourage that a bit more. Again, we already did Busan for a bit, so let's do Seoul. I recommend that do not put Vic2's music in your videos. It's boring. Well, it might be a bit repetitive, but on the other hand, if I use other music, then there's always the risk of like copyright strikes, unless I use explicitly like fair use music, which maybe I could do. Oh, I can't go there. Do I take attrition if I'm out here? Does not seem like it, so you can head there and you can head down to this one. Oh, like that. Alright. Music a bit repetitive, mind it. No, it's not bad music. It fits the time period for sure. Um, but yeah, there aren't too many tracks. So these people are just dying right now. It's the Koreans. They don't have reinforcements. Oh well. Can check when they're willing to take white peace at least. I definitely will need to get these units. Oops. Get these units to the UK. Well, I'm gonna fight them later. So I might need to get into another war with China just to get them exiled actually. uh, well, you're taking a tiny bit of attrition, but no more than usual. Do you take more if you're over here, or no? Should be fine. We can just island hop a little bit. You can use other video game music when you probably can check if it gets copyright thing if you check the description. Yeah, I suppose so. Might be something I can consider doing. I don't think about it too much myself. Yeesh, this is... I mean, I guess the red ones are sort of doomed anyway. These actually have a chance to reinforce, so I'll send them over to this island. See, videos are long, same orchestra can be boring. Yeah, I get that. I I can consider thinking about that if I continue making long videos. This isn't super efficient either, so need to get these down below like 9k to maximize the efficiency there. And it's rough being an unciv. Honestly, I could have started this while I was still at war with China, probably. Could have been a good use of the time, but I wasn't aware of how dangerous this would have been. So you can reinforce for a bit while you're here, and then get over there. You can only increase the quality, especially with the more effective videos with commentary. Yeah, I suppose the scripted videos I could probably experiment a bit more with different music. For sure, since I have like I can add the music after the fact and like adapt whatever suits it. Oh, well, look at that. How nice. Hmm. Only question is though, I really want to get my units back somehow. No chance you'd give me access, I suppose. One way I can get exiled is to release Korea. If I get my troops there, then I'd have to release Korea, which I don't want to. Hmm. Actually, I could pack everyone in Macau and then peace out, then it would be exiled. It would also help you a lot if you spoke louder and more willingly. Uh, yeah, that's difficult. I can't just speak the way I do. I try to think about it uh, to speak more confidently, but it's a bit tricky. I might be able to actually pack everyone in Macau and peace out after that, because that's close enough. Let's get you back here first and hope that you don't die on the way. 1.2%. 3.2%. Yikes, this is fast. Oh, Jesus. That was a... Oh, Tarkus. That's allowed. A raid with 25 from Tark... No, 21. Yeesh. This is... This is a new viewer record for me, just like that. uh, so thank you very much. Uh, that's definitely appreciated. Shrek2 fans in the chat. Am I winning, son? Well, so far it's fine, going all right. Uh, we'll have to see if I keep winning, if I can channel my inner Michael Sheen. Can I build more in China before we? Maybe I'll build these in it anyway. Let's get an admiral for my boat. Probably focus on Punjab, because that's where I can most easily get troops. The man with the greatest hair in the business. That would be me, yes. So, you know, Fremps was put back in his place. Oh no. Already? How low is the record now then? Sorry. Because it was kind of low already, if I recall. Alright, well, that's an admiral. 1.09, geesh. When will you break the 1 minute barrier then, I wonder? So how many fits in here to begin with, I wonder? 32, right. Gonna be some attrition, most likely. But that's how it is. Gotta get these regiments over, that's just how it is. Get you there. Actually, hold on a minute. This can carry 6 weight. Well, that's not quite enough. Now, real quick, go and pick this up. Sub 1 still possible. Okay, will Frims or Tarkus get the sub 1? That's the question. Okay, let's do this. Great, now they're all exiled, so they take no more attrition at this point. Oh no, Ranjit Singh died. He was my best boy. Good, now we can get these back home. And see what the odds are that we can fight the UK successfully. I'm thinking it might be possible if we... Probably not go that way, actually. If I lure them into defensive battles in the mountains and just wipe the units they have around India itself, then I think this could work. You guys just, I don't know, you'll have to chill over here and see if you can ever reinforce in your lives. Well, Sikkim, sure. I definitely will need to reduce my infamy, so might as well do that. Release Ladakh and then release Kashmir. Might lose a bit of units on that, but it's not too bad. Now we can probably afford what we need. Because I'd like to attack somebody, so I don't need to fight all of their sub-states. Or all of their puppets, rather. So who could I attack then? Venezuela. Preferably some of their allied to ensure. Are Belgium and Greece allied to anybody else or like? They are friendly, but I'm not gonna get any freaking war score on Greece though. Well, I'll get war score on the UK, so I should probably avoid Ottoman Empire. Venezuela's in their sphere though, so they're allied to USCA, but that's whatever. Neutral to everyone else, that could be an option, just to have a target to get the UK in. Then the question is how many units they have in India. They have quite a lot usually, but you know. Wait, he wasn't dead, he was just over here. I forgot about that. Australia is playing as Punjab? Yeah, indeed. Indeed I am. Majority of IRL. Oh, you know a guy named Rajit. That's cool. Well, maybe this is his ancestor. He's a real badass, so you can tell him that. Well, I hope I can do your friends justice then. We'll have to see. Can beat the crap out of the British would be fun to do. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll justify humiliate on Venezuela, I believe. We could also switch actually to these factions so we get even faster justification. Um, oh, maybe I just won't ally these guys, so then I won't have to worry about them running up here. This is mountains, so this would be a good place if I could just lure them in here to attack me. And I can encircle them, possibly. Sorry, now the chat is moving real fast now, aren't they? Have a Jean-Baptiste Sorowar as well. Cool. France. It's a French spy. Or Algerian, possibly. China comes down to this. What's tech have they gotten so far? They're still only at 5, so they're not like miles ahead of me, really. Get defense 2. Would be lovely to get even better defense generals, honestly, but well. You could also argue that fighting in mountains is not the best, that I should rather like try to maximize combat with to make use of my numbers. Looking forward to this big war, yeah. Me too. Could be fun. Liberate country. As long as I don't get like maximum infamy from this, I won't be over the limit. I'd really like them to go to... Well, actually I send around a few here in case we need to... Don't have military access here anymore, no. In case I need to get like an encirclement from the other side. Perhaps I should actually just spread these out among every mountain province so that I can guaranteed get a defensive battle somewhere. Oh yeah, you can't actually stand here. Then you'll get unexiled when the war begins. But you can't go there either. I hope I don't get unexiled if I'm in their puppet, but I might be. So actually it might be safest to move over here. I'll definitely won't get unexiled if I'm over there. It's a bit further to run in case they attack here, but maybe it will be better to leave this then, to be honest. Let's do that. Only 13 days now. Yeah, it'll be exciting. Okay, let's wait till you get into Kalat before we declare anything. I'm actually not sure how well this is gonna work. So let's find out together. Okay, Venezuela. Wonder if I could call allies. Persia would actually accept, but I don't know if I actually want them in here. At least not immediately. Chances are they would actually be a detriment to me. Alright, the UK's in. I'll probably begin occupying these, but I don't want to fight them in planes. So I'm just gonna have to let this happen. Go up there, it's closer. Amritsar. Let's go here actually, so we have, or I should have that. Combat width here should be like at most 10. I don't know if they will attack if I send in 10 at once. You could go in here. Here's more of them, yeah. Would be especially neat if I could encircle them, but we'll see. Alright, they're going here now. So, horses are not going to be of that much use. So I'd preferably just send in infantry. I need this guy for sure. 77 October 27, perfect, yeah. Okay, somebody with speed in his step. It's too much attrition. That'll do. Do we have speed anywhere? Jean-Baptiste. We'll go with that. We'll see what happens. Okay. They do have an attack general, which is bad. I need to fill in my... Did somebody... Did I not send you... Where did I... Oh, they're on their way still, okay. Okay, they want Pingjiang. Lovely. Well, they just need to survive till I get reinforcements in, which is in a bit. Okay. This could work. Ideally, I would cycle them now, I guess. Yeah, keep sending them in. We'll need to keep our morale up. Man, so many horses. Get you up there, actually. I can't defend you if they go down there. Oh boy. Coming in more. Okay, since I'm not really using horses in battles, I can use them to potentially encircle. You think you're winning, aren't you? Makes sense, to be honest. So, go here, go there. Yeah, that's really enough to encircle, to be honest. Ooh, boy. What a thing. Might need to send in cavalry anyway. Let's see. You might as well leave. You also. You too. You too. Okay. We'll try to cycle as best as we can. Blowing us up with artillery. Yeah, they are. That is unfortunately something that they do. Did I lose my... Oh shit. I didn't mean to put... You should definitely in here still. Unless we get a better defense general by chance. Probably worth looking for. Nope, not so far. Definitely need to have... They have such British sounding names, Alexander Gardner and stuff. But I'm not even... They haven't even taken over me yet. Let's see if... Let's get you in there actually. We'll see how well these will reinforce. Actually, we can stay there. Hopefully. Well, they did not reinforce. They did the opposite of reinforcing, so that's not super hopeful. Let's get you. Can leave Rick free so I can play this time period. Well, you can always play Vic 2. I promise it's a good game, guys. A lot of you are actually doing kind of alright. Alexander Gardner can take a break. You can stay for a bit longer. Alright, looking decent. Alright, you can leave now. I am taking more casualties, but that's fine. They don't have artillery left now, so that's very good for me. And they're no longer filling up their own front line. Why learn Week 2 and Week 3 coming? Because Week 2 is for the real gamers, basically. Ah shit, they can go here? I didn't think they would be able to go there. Crap, then I need to actually chase them. Oh no. Are we getting there first, really? No, I am. I'm getting there first. Well, in that case, I might as well call them in. Lol. Welcome These units will be of great help, I'm sure. I need to get someone up there if I'm gonna encircle, and also over here, but that's not gonna happen. Well, it might. You go here. This horse goes there. Somebody. You guys go here. You, oops. You go like that. You go here. You can stay there. Lovely. Aren't wars like Hoi4, but only battle plans in victory? Yeah, I still haven't really looked into that properly, to be honest. But from what I hear, it seems to be something like that. Dude, they are so confident, even though I'm wrecking them. Okay, there's probably no need to encircle, actually. So my hope is that that was most of their Indian troops, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Kashmir, absolutely. Uh, wow. Pohang. My poor Korean troops are suffering. Alright, so let's split off anyone who's like below 1,000 or something. Yeah, we did get a wipe now, so that's good. I wasn't sure how feasible it would actually be to wipe them entirely, but seems to have gone my way. I should probably actually focus on taking back these first and foremost, because that's going to slow down my reinforcements and such. Yep, you can go back someplace. Uh, mm, we'll see where we end up. Oh no, there were more of them. Okay. Well, they won't make it out, unfortunately. Okay, let's try to take back Lahore real quick. Then we'll have to lure them into another battle. That's how it is. They're going to Amritsar. That's great. Well, we got here. Defense 1, that'll do for now. I'll want to get Ranjit in as soon as I can. Too many British people. Okay, some of them are going to Lahore. Can I get out of here? Time 9 and 10. Okay, 12. Good. Go up here. You go here. Oh wait, some of you were supposed to reinforce. You can go there then, and you go there. Alright. Oof. Okay, we need more people. So go. One of you can continue for encirclement purposes. You go in here. Where will they go? Will they stay in Lahore? Maybe. You might as well head in here now, honestly. They are staying in lower for now. Oof, alright. Mounts of Punjab will echo the screens of pain. Bad British accents. Probably, yeah. Wow, a lot of horses there. Maybe should have gone a bit easier on the horses. Don't think I'll bother trying to encircle this. I'll just... Since I seem to be... I'm definitely running a bit low on just people in general here. Since I'm not reinforcing fast enough, but we'll have to try our best anyway. Actually, we have 3.7 soldiers here, 1.7, 1.8. Let's do these for a bit. Maybe I can even build more. Don't know if there's much use in building these since I need for reinforcements, but whatever. I don't know how fast I'll reinforce either way. Yikes. This is rough. Wish I had better defense generals. Indian tank running out of people, that's no. Well, yeah, but the UK is kind of pulling from the rest of India, so it's not really fair, I think. Okay, anyone above 1,000 will have to go. How are we doing? Shouldn't have such big... I'll leave you in until near the end of the month, then you'll have to pull back and reinforce also. Yikes. If only they didn't have artillery. By the way, how long does this war go last? Because I can't add it yet. July. Oh, that's not very long actually. I need positive war score to add it. Oh no. Oh well. Yeah, you'll just have to stay in. I'll send him in this in after the end of the month. Hope they reinforce anything at all. One more day. Go. Also, I might get... Just gonna check if the new general happened to be a defense master. Probably not. Nope. Oh well. Huh. I actually reinforced decently there. How's war exhaustion doing? It is not too bad, actually. Could have been worse. Crap. I need better dice rolls than this, I think. Cough, cough. Actually, let's see if we have time to send out someone that could reinforce. Hope they make it. Yes, okay, cool. So, will you reinforce at all? That's the question. Yes, you did. Okay, awesome. Alright, thank you. Still, I don't want them to roll 9s. Yeah, I'll send you back near the end of the month also. Yes, good. Oh, what was that? China. Oh, they want their course back. Okay. Oh, we won the battle. Whoa. Yeah. Do they have the sub-states with them now? Yeah, they do. Okay. That's a problem. Actually. I am not in position to fight China. we need to get over there to wipe them, so I'll definitely keep at least some tiny stack over here. Um, get these. No, wait, I need someone fast to have. Okay, you. I will get there first, so let's leave literally like one unit. The rest need to go. So you can catch them and wipe them. Oh man, I reinforced a lot. Wonderful. Oof. Bunny pots. Okay, let's not send all of these. Actually, let's just send. Still like, I mean, this is flat terrain, so it doesn't matter as much, but actually, might be better if I just attack since I have higher attack stats on that guy. We'll see. Kind of depends on what kind of generals the UK have. They have also defense free. Oh well. Yeah, sure. Did any of my allies join the China war, by the way? No. Damn traitors. Do we just surrender China? See, what exactly do they want? Fujian. I'll lose a lot of units. On the other hand, if I keep this going, they will just add more. So, yes, I think we do. Well, I didn't lose too much. It looks like I'm exiled now, but I guess I'm not. Uh, Alright. Then we'll just encourage in Punjab, probably. Or... now we'll encourage here. UK's down to 69 units. Nice. Hopefully they don't have anything else in India. My war goal ran out though, which is an issue, because then I need to add it for full infamy. I might be able to pull off doing that just before the war ends. Then again, without that war goal, I'll have a difficult time getting enough. Like I won't get a ticker. So this is an issue, but oh well. Let's just see if I can even win this to begin with. This isn't worth it. Let's try to distribute these a bit. We'll see. Take back these occupations. I'm actually building things now. Nice. Now Chinese troops are walking home. Cool. By the way, China took this for themselves rather than giving it back to Guangxi. That's cheeky. Alright, now we really... I was gonna say we do reinforce, but actually they're doing quite well for the most part. These mountains, I'll send some to the mountains here. They're building new units, I can tell, so that's an issue. Hope they don't get any research points. I mean, China, they probably do actually, but you know, they're far away from civilizing anyway. We'll still leave behind, I think, anyone like below 2k. So we can try to reinforce a bit. Okay, Hong. I really hope. I mean, I could probably win more battles against the UK even now, but I'd rather not have to. Oh, Kashmir is here. You can be there then, I suppose. You can send these over. Okay, I can move through here, but I don't think I wanna. Oh, I'll take attrition if I move through here, so I will wait. Good, I'm reinforcing really well. That's nice. I'm gonna need to do a conquest on India as well. Geesh. Not sure what to do without the infamy. Yeah, let's just drop maybe you might as well go further. Okay. We'll just occupy things now. Let them pass through. Get down. She'll go here. You can send along a few more to better balance these stacks. Going that way, huh? Alright, sure. You're in bad shape. Get you back. That's gonna be nasty. Let's go there. Sometimes when you're an unciv and you add and you exceed the infamy limit, you end up not. Oh, they added more. You end up not getting containments declared on you anyway. So maybe I can be fortunate enough that that'll happen. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, I'll have to wait. How long? This needs to get to 14, which is. Yeah, it's a bit of time. Way too long. Well, I'll try to occupy most and then I'll add the war goal and then we'll see what happens. Oh, they're here also. Okay. Oh well, that's not much I can do about that. Whoop. You're done and you're taking attrition. Very good. Mm, and a lot of very low um, things there. Yeah, I think you can handle that on your own now. Um, through there. You can spread these over there. Hold on. If infamy is too much of a problem, then I guess what I can do later is, or in a new attempt, I could just restart until I get good luck on the infamy of on like Korea at the beginning. That might be worth. Nice. I was rocking my share and lost balance. Instead of grabbing the table, I grabbed my full cup of coffee. Oh no. That doesn't sound very nice. Let's hope it's of course possible the UK will send more units here. Gonna have to hope they don't. Or well, if they send a little bit, it could still work. You still believe you're winning. You're gonna get tickers over here, I just realized. It's not good. Well, if I'm gonna have any chance of winning this, I'm going to need to add on them. But the war is not going well enough. Oh crap, maybe I can't even add it. Oh no. That would kind of ruin the entire strategy. Maybe a better idea would be to try to actually westernize instead first. It's just that it would take a long time. Um, or rely on a lot of luck. Nonetheless, keep going and see where we end up. Keyboard took most of the spellage, I think. Oh, they're clean. Oh, well, that's not great. Let's hope your keyboard doesn't break from that. We won, but it won't cost. Yeah. I mean, an alternative, of course, is to attack. Oh, they integrated them. Is to attack the UK directly, but then all of their Indian sub-states get called in also. So that's a problem. Go there. You can go and retake this. No, you can't. Run. Okay. Take that. That'll work. They're gonna die. Keyboard took a lot of damage during his 9 years. Wow. Well, it's a reliable keyboard then. Been around for that long. Now they're demanding even more. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna be able to win this, but I'm gonna keep going for a while to see kind of like where we're at by the time I like occupy all of India. That'll kind of assess the viability of this strat. Are you going home now? It's funny. So Logitech K120 is like the Nokia phone keyboards I see. Yeah. So it could basically survive a nuclear explosion, is what you're saying. It's like a Nokia. Now we get to invade the parts of Burma that they took. Yeah, now that Korea is occupied, I'm gonna lose my. I'm not gonna be able to reinforce very much from there anymore. So that's a problem. It's gonna be too much. Split you off into smaller stacks for the mountains here. You can join up, but we can go there. Madras. You can go up again. I think limiting factor is infamy and ability to add war goals. Yeah, that seems to be definitely the way things turned out now. It's possible maybe that you could like rush like a quick occupation or something right at the beginning of the war just to get a tiny bit of war score. So you can add a war goal on them right at the start before they get any war score on you, but not sure. It's gonna be tricky. It's just I can't really do much. Oh no, they're killing my navy also. If I was able to get military access with China at all, actually kind of close to giving me, interestingly, political considerations. Yunnan. China themselves, though, they hate me a lot. Maybe if I could get like every. Actually, I could just exile myself. Maybe they won't wanna. They won't ally me while I'm at war, though. They will do access. I could actually exile myself and get over here, possibly, but I don't know. Where are you going? Oh, you're sailing over there. Wonder if they'll make it. That'd be interesting to see. Oh, you can get over here. Cool. Oh, you're done also. Maybe blockading with one stack of clippers at start the war. Maybe. I though, or if I like blockade, try to spread out my clippers, blockade like the entire Indian coast. That might be. I still need to get like above, like 1% war score, I think, or something. So it's not easy. Uh, yeah. Where to go with you? Don't know. Go up there, probably. We might consider exiling ourselves. But honestly, I don't think I'll bother. Even if I could go and retake Korea and stuff, it's still the infamy issue at this top point, so I'll just take this as a lesson learned. Also starting to be a bit of a, I'm starting to get hungry. All of these occupations are only worth 4.8 for me. Yeah, so I would need to actually have the war goal in India to really have a chance uh, at getting. Then it would eventually tick up to 100. Although, of course, it's an issue if they have their own war goals. Um, but it's possible if I had that ticker, occupy India, then I could exile myself and go and maybe retake my stuff. But yeah, it would be hard. Week 2 is being stingy, yeah. Well, it's because they're just colonies, these, for Britain. If I could somehow get myself to the mainland, then I could, then I would get a lot more. Which is an interesting idea. Okay, so I will officially declare that I've given up this attempt. So I just want to tag over and check where they have all of their units. Okay, they still have a lot in UK South. Would be interesting if I could exile myself, get over to the British Isles, and manage to beat the units they have here. They don't have a lot of artillery here, so. And I should occupy their mainland. Then I might actually. But it was a jewel of the British Isles. Well, Empire. It is that, but they don't seem to care. Anyway. Yeah, there probably are ways you can make this general strategy work. It's gonna be a difficult one though. Indian swim team strat. Well, yeah, that it would require that. They would be swimming across the channel at the end, which is a thing you can do in this game, apparently. But yeah. Anyway, I will end it here and take like lunch. I'm not sure if I will stream more today since I have a few other things I need to do. Thought it was in mods. No, the straight is in vanilla. A lot of mods actually remove it, incidentally. We'll see. Oh, Yugoslavian pan-nationalist. That's very interesting. Um, yeah, not sure if I'll stream more today. Maybe I'll try to maybe stream like once per weekend at least. That would be neat. But anyway, can I raid anyone? Nobody seems to be. Nobody I follow seems to be streaming right now. Is anyone streaming Victoria? Only me. Unfortunate. So no raid today. But yeah, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll see you at some other point in time. So, bye bye.